Good morning, students. Welcome you all in this learning session. I hope all of you will be full of energy and positivity. Dear students, today we are going to study the chapter My Childhood, in which we will get various informations about the childhood and later life of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, who later became the president of our country India and who was one of the most famous personality of our country India and who is one of the greatest scientists of our country India. Dear students, the theme of My Childhood chapter is that our life is shaped by our experiences and the people around us. Kalam's secure childhood, inspiring parents, supportive friends, and honest teachers instilled great values in him that gave him wings of fire. In this chapter, APJ Abdul Kalam talks about his childhood days. In particular, he talks about some incidents that left an everlasting impression on his young mind. He describes his family, his house, his childhood experiences, and his childhood friends. Therefore, the title My Childhood is very much suitable. This chapter gives a very important message that tolerance, acceptance, broad-mindedness, and brotherhood are essential for an all-round growth. In order to reform social systems that are infected by prejudices of caste and status, one must be ready to confront obstacles without losing one's cool. Mutual trust and ease of communication help resolve all the hindrances. Dear students, in the first paragraph, APJ Abdul Kalam says that he was born into a middle-class Tamil family in the island town of Rameshwaram that was situated in the Madras state. His father, whose name was Jainul Abdin, had neither much formal education nor much wealth. Despite all these disadvantages, he possessed great natural wisdom and natural kindness. His father had an ideal helpmate in the form of his mother, whose name was Ashiamma. In the same para, he further says that he is unable to recall the exact number of people her mother used to feed every day, but he is quite certain that far more outsiders ate than all the members of our own family put together. In the second paragraph, APJ Abdul Kalam talks about two things. First, about his looks, and second, about his house. He says that he was one of many children. He was a short boy without a special looks. He was a short boy born to tall and handsome parents. He further says that we lived in our ancestral house, which was built in the middle of the 19th century. His house was a fairly large Pakka house made of limestone and brick. His house was situated on the Mosque Street in Rameshwaram. Now he talks about a quality of his father. He says that his father used to avoid all unnecessary comforts and luxuries. However, all the necessities were provided for in terms of food, medicine or clothes. At the end of the second paragraph, APJ Abdul Kalam mentions a very important fact of his childhood life. He clearly says that his childhood was a very secure childhood from both the points, materially and emotionally. Dear students, in para 3rd, Kalam takes the story ahead. He says that the Second World War broke out in 1939 when he was just 8 years old. He was failed to understand the reason, but because of certain reasons, the demand of tamarind seeds increased in the market. He used to collect the seeds and sell them to a provision shop that was on the Mosque Street. One day's collection would give him 1 anna. His brother-in-law, whose name was Jalaluddin, would tell him stories about the World War, which he later attempted to find out in the headlines of the newspaper Dinamani. He says that our area was an isolated area, so it was completely unaffected by the war. But very soon, India was forced to join the Allied forces and something like a state of emergency was declared in his area. The first loss came in the form of the suspension of the train halt at the Rameshwaram station. The newspapers now had to be bundled and thrown out from the moving train on the Rameshwaram road between Rameshwaram and Dhanushkodi. This condition forced my cousin Samsuddin, who distributed newspapers in Rameshwaram, to look for a helping hand just to catch the bundles, and naturally I filled the place. APJ Abdul Kalam says that Samsuddin helped him to earn his first wages. At the end of the third paragraph, APJ Abdul Kalam mentions a very interesting fact of his life. He clearly says that even half a century later, he can still feel the proud feeling in earning his own money for the first time. In para 4, APJ Abdul Kalam talks about two things. First, about the qualities that he inherited from his parents, and second, about his three best childhood friends. In para 4, APJ Abdul Kalam says that every child is born with some inherited special qualities in a special social, economic and emotional environment, and every child is trained in certain ways by figures of authority, means by his parents. He says that he inherited honesty and self-discipline from his father, and from his mother he inherited faith in goodness and deep kindness. Now he talks about his friends. He says that he had three friends in his childhood. First, Ramananda Sastri, second, Aravindan, and third, Shiva Prakasan. All these boys were from orthodox Hindu Brahmin families. Here again he mentions a very important fact of his childhood life. He says that as children, none of us ever felt any difference amongst us because of our religious differences and upbringings. In fact, Ramananda Sastri was the son of Pakshi Lakshmana Sastri, the high priest of the Rameswaram temple. Later, he took over the priesthood of the Rameswaram temple from his father. Aravindan went into the business of arranging transport for visiting pilgrims, and Shiva Prakasan became a contractor for the southern railways. Now, my dear students, I hope all of you have understood the content properly. So it's time to answer the questions. And the first question is on your screen. Question is, Abdul Kalam was born at, options are first Dhanushkodi, second Rameshwaram, third New Delhi, and fourth none of the above. And the right answer is Rameshwaram. Now second question, and the question is, how old was Kalam when the Second World War broke out in 1939? And the options are first 8 years, second 9 years, third 10 years, and fourth and last 11 years. And the right answer is 8 years. Now my dear students, third question is on your screen, and the question is, of the following was not a friend of Kalam at school? And the options are first Ramananda Sastri, second Shiva Prakasan, third Samsuddin, fourth Aravindan. And the right answer is Samsuddin, who was the cousin of APJ Abdul Kalam, not a friend. Now my dear students, the last question is on your screen, and the question is, the first that earned money for Abdul Kalam was, and the options are first collecting and selling tamarind seeds, second collecting and selling newspapers, third both first and second, and fourth none of the above. And my dear students, the answer is collecting and selling tamarind seeds. Now my dear students, it's practice time. Three questions are on your screen. The questions are, first, what kind of a person was Kalam's father? Second, how was Kalam's mother ideal support to her husband? And third, why does Kalam say he had a secure childhood both materially and emotionally? Dear students, you have to write the answer of these questions in 30 to 40 words, because all these questions are short answer type questions. Now my dear students, I hope all of you would have understood the content properly and enjoyed the session. I wish to meet with all of you very soon with the next module, next session. Till then, take care of you, and thanks to all of you, my dear students.